So it is possible to cause offence without intending to. On the same note, I've recently started going to Weight Watchers. And, yeah, did you notice that? The silence? The silence in the room, the viewers at home, did you notice that silence? What happened there was, I said, I've recently been going to Weight Watchers, and there was a silence in the room here. Okay, now what that means, comedically, is there was no laugh, because I'm not so fat that if I say, I've been going to Weight Watchers, everyone goes, oh, it's a bit late for that, ha. But also, I'm not so thin that if I say, I've been going to Weight Watchers, people go, oh, why have you done that? That's ridiculous, ha. When I say, I've been going to Weight Watchers, you, collectively, just think, yeah, maybe you should think about doing that. Yeah. You know, you're in the danger zone. I've recently been going to Weight Watchers, but I'm 40 years old. You know, everyone else at Weight Watchers is women. It's embarrassing going to Weight Watchers as a 40-year-old man. It takes a lot of guts to keep going to Weight Watchers as a middle-aged man. You have to be brave. Braver in many ways than a fireman or someone fighting in a war. So I've been going to Weight Watchers, but I'm the only person in Britain today, I think, to be failing to lose weight as a result of Islam. Now, don't worry. If you're at home and you're, say, an independent on Sunday reader and you're thinking, I hope this isn't going to be needlessly offensive, don't worry. Likewise, if you're a Top Gear viewer and you're thinking, oh, I hope this will be needlessly offensive, don't worry. I've done this bit before. On stage, it was reviewed, this next bit, in the London Free newspaper Metro as being tediously politically correct. Okay? So don't worry about being offended, just get ready to be bored out of your tiny mind, okay? The Weight Watchers I go to, Finsbury Park Weight Watchers, there's only 2 men in that Weight Watchers, me and a Polish man in his late 70s. And everyone else there is women. Women of all creeds and colours and cultures and races and shapes and sizes. It's like a United Nations day out to a funfair hall of mirrors. Which they did used to have, actually, during the Kofi Annan era. Kofi Annan would go with all the staff every weekend to the Coney Island Fun Fair, where Kofi Annan would look at himself in a slimming mirror because he'd become very concerned about being overweight, and he was overweight, Kofi Annan, as a result of his habit of starting every day with a breakfast of a coffee and a naan. Coffee and naan every day. A coffee and a naan. Coffee and naan. What would you like for breakfast, coffee and naan? Yes, please. He could not escape the destiny of his name. And so I've been going to Weight Watchers, and I was in the queue waiting to get weighed. You queue up to get weighed, don't you? And about two or three in front of me, there was a young Muslim woman, about 23 years old, and she was wearing the hijab. This is the headscarf they wear because there's a taboo in Islam about men seeing hair. And she turned around to me. She was ever so polite, and she said, "I do apologise, but I'm about to get weighed. Would you mind going out in the corridor?" Now, in retrospect, this was obviously because she was going to take the scarf off and it wouldn't be appropriate for me to see her hair. But at the time, I'm ashamed to say I didn't make the connection. And I just thought she didn't want me to see how much weight she'd put on. So I said, no, I'm not going out, and I don't know what you're worried about, love. You're not even that fat. And she said, no, it's and I realised immediately, I started to apologise. But in between me and her, was a Hasidic Jewish woman about 50 years old, and she sort of butted in, and she looked at the young Muslim woman, then she looked at me, and then she sort of raised her eyes. She sort of went, as if to go, first the suicide bombings and now this. But the irony is the Hasidic Jewish women have a hair taboo as well, and they shave back their hair and wear wigs over it. So there's the young Muslim woman in the headscarf, the Jewish woman in the wig. I'm an atheist, right? A fat atheist, admittedly, we've established. But I didn't see why my attempts to lose weight should be compromised in any way by the hair anxieties of a God I don't necessarily believe in. But it looked like there was going to be a sort of three-way argument. I thought, I can't stay here for this. I thought, because if we ever are going to decide how exactly, if at all, God wants hair to be concealed, that's not going to happen at Finsbury Park Weight Watchers. Because it's Finsbury Park Weight Watchers, not Finsbury Park Weight Watchers and Religious Hair Taboo Discussion Circle. Although I would go to that, obviously. It would be ace. And can I just say what a pleasure it is to be back in metropolitan, sophisticated London, where that joke gets a laugh. I've been doing this around the country. Here, the idea of Finsbury Park Weight Watchers and Religious Hair Taboo Discussion Circle is understood as absurd. But when I'm touring this material up north, Carlisle, Derby, I say Finsbury Park Weight Watchers and Religious Hair Taboo Discussion Circle. Nothing, no laugh. Just a load of northerners muttering to each other. Well, they would have that in that London. Kind of stupid thing they'd have. What I say to people in the north, any of you watching, not every town has to have a cake named after it. And that infuriates them. Because there's 2 or 3, which is enough to make them think there might be loads. So I went out in the corridor. And out in the corridor, the old Polish man had already been sent out in the corridor by the young Muslim woman. And as I was walking out, he sort of looked at me and he made this kind of confused face. And I looked away, because I was worried he was going to say something like, bloody Muslims. So I looked away, because I didn't want to have to agree with something racist out of politeness. Because I can do that whenever I go home at Christmas. So I just looked at the floor and I started to become irked, to be honest, because I thought, you know, I've been sent out. I'm already nervous and embarrassed about going to Weight Watchers. I've been sent out. I'm going to lose my nerve. I'm never going to come back. I'm going to get fatter and fatter and fatter and die, and all because of Islam. Then I thought, you know what? Then I calmed down. I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter, right? If I was a young Muslim in Britain today, you know, I might feel quite put upon. Maybe these cultural signifiers would become more important to me. You know, it doesn't matter. It's 20 minutes out of my day. I can rejoin the queue. No matter. It doesn't matter. If I was in a queue for something normally and there was someone behind me who was like blind or in a wheelchair or mentally handicapped or something, I would let them go ahead of me. And I thought, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Because I've just equated having a religious belief with being mentally handicapped. Which obviously isn't appropriate. Even though it is correct.